Good day and welcome back to another World of Warcraft video. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Trial of Style, a micro holiday that comes to World of Warcraft twice a year. This holiday features with it a cool little event, plus it of course features a ton of transmog players can grab. If you want to access the quest and the event, it's fairly simple. You can take the breadcrumb quest from any of the holiday enthusiasts in Orgrimmar, Stormwind, or of course Dornogal, but the actual event is accessed from any transmogrifier. So all you have to do is find your nearest transmogrifier, stationary, not mount based, and click I want to join the Trial of Style. When you join the Trial of Style, eventually the ping will queue, much like a dungeon, and you'll be placed into the instance. Now, the Trial of Style is very simple. The concept is fairly straightforward. You have 2.5 minutes to prepare your character with various ways. You have a transmogrifier, you also have a barbershop in there, and all you have to do is simply match the theme that is given to you. The theme is rotated. There's multiple themes that can be set up, and new ones are added, and some are taken away every single season or session of Trial of Style. For example, in this one I got Mismatched Mayhem, but in the next one I got Suspicious Styles, so very much there is always a change. How it works is after your 2.5 minutes are up, players will be selected in pairs to be voted on. When it's your turn to enter the stage, you will be placed on the stage and have around about 15 seconds to either perform an emote, rotate your character, etc. We'll talk about some tips to improve your stage presence if you're looking to get the most rewards, but the objective is pretty simple. When it's your turn, you have a choice to vote between the two characters, choosing either left or right and voting with the for button, or when it's your turn, you'll have to emote or just stand there and look pretty. That's basically it. After 10 rounds, where each player will go roughly 3 or 4 times, then you will be given a winner. Now, the best part about this is everyone's a winner. So no matter what position you come, you will get trial tokens or Trial of Style tokens, or whichever ones you want to talk. But basically, it's based on position. So if you come first, I believe you get 60. If you come last, or you come out of the top 3, you get a consolation prize with 15. So it's not too bad, and since the event can be spammed, there's no limit on how many Trial of Style tokens you earn in a day. It's really not too bad at all, which I think is pretty cool. Now let's talk about the tips to make you have a better time with the Trial of Style. Firstly, set up a couple optimal outfits beforehand. There's no need to get too crazy with it, but at least give yourself a good template. Maybe a summer selection, suspicious selection, a sneaky selection, a dark selection, a crazy selection, a winter selection. Give yourself basically some different preset themes to kind of adapt every time you enter the Trial of Style. Secondly, there are a couple special items that you can purchase. Firstly, you can purchase yourself admirers. You can buy up to 3 of these for 100 Trial of Style tokens each. They're basically permanent NPCs that will just cheer when you're on stage. It may not help that much, but psychologically maybe it will trick other players into voting for you. There's also other items you can buy from the transmogrifier, but only before the trial starts. So while you are in the preparation mode, you can speak to them and buy a temporary item that will actually adjust the stage while you're on it. These are quite pricey at 50 tokens, but if you're looking to guarantee that win, then it's going to absolutely be necessary for you. So yeah, unfortunately you may want to have to consider spending if you're someone who's desperate to get that win. Now, of course, the other tip is to use different emotes. You are stuck with 3 on your bar, but you can type in or macro plenty of them, especially if you put them onto your mouse. So giving yourself different emotes can help you separate yourself from the crowd and just basically gives you a whole bunch of different, presents. Obviously, you get the rewards from simply the gift you get based on your position. Like I said, there's no limit and you can spam this every day. The rewards are all entirely transmog based. There is very little non-transmog rewards. In fact, I don't think there's any. I believe there is obviously the admirers, which are permanent editions, but aside from that, I think every single reward is transmog based. So as far as I understand, there's only transmog. The only thing that is something that you cannot get very easily is the fashionable undershirt. To get the fashionable undershirt, you have to come first in the trial of style, and then the shirt will be available for purchase from the vendor. But every other item or ensemble can just be purchased from the vendor directly. My personal favorite is the beanies, just because, you know, I've always dreamed of looking like a dock worker. But basically, a lot of really cool transmogger here. There's some interesting styled weapons, there's some interesting ensembles of items, and ultimately it's just going to give you more transmogger options to make your character look the way you want them to look. Some are a little old school and invoke armor sets that may be a bit more classic than others, but a lot of the times there's at least something cool, I think, for every player in terms of transmog. So even if you don't want to get all of them, I think there's always an incentive to pop in there and see what maybe works for you. The other benefits of the Trial of Style are the bonus quests. So there's a bunch of bonus quests that you can do called Work It, where you'll have to basically fly around Donegal and the islands to kind of like, you know, take pictures. It's not a big deal. It doesn't give you a lot, but it counts towards the training post and the adventure progress for the month. So if you really want to just get some cheap progress there, I guess you could do that. Although realistically, honestly, I just wouldn't really bother with these. It's just not for me, and as far as I can tell, there's nothing else to gain from it. One of the other really cool benefits is that transmogrification and the barbershop are all completely free during the period of the Trial of Style. And I think that is something really, really awesome, because it means you can experiment a lot with your outfits during this time. Players will know that when you transmogrify your outfits a lot, it can get quite costly, sometimes into the thousands of gold. This is a great opportunity to create a bunch of outfits, try things out, and just basically experiment in general. That's it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, as always, take care, stay safe, and bye.